'99 Toyota Avalon, and it's got a bad driver's side mirror. It broke, so I'm gonna replace it. Here we go. Need a screwdriver. So you take the screwdriver, pop it down just like that. Pop, pop. Like that. And this here kind of digs in a little bit here, so do be careful. In order to unplug this, we need to take the door card off. So small screwdriver in here. Easy. Pop that. And then up under here, pop that. Oh, this goes right on there. So that clicks right back in there, no problem at all. It does look like that piece did break coming out. A few tabs, pop that. These tabs look like they actually go around the screw head itself. Not a design that I like. So just a flat blade screwdriver here, that's all I'm using. I think is there one more? One here. Ah, there's a pop in over here. So this pops in, and then this gently pries out. This pops up. Since this looks like it's never been undone before, it definitely looks like it doesn't want to go. We have got to remove this top one first, I think. There we go. And then this pulls out. And there is a much different connector on here. Than we would expect. The best way to look at this is from this way. It looks like there's a tab right here. Yep. And then this should just come right out. This tab gets pushed in, and then this whole connector, okay, moves. There we go. So this tab here is what gets pushed in, and then this pulls straight out. Now we have all these screws to contend with. One, two. As long as I can get that connector out, we will have it. Assuming they are the same connector, which it looks like they are not. So this, yeah, it does indeed come out. That was easy enough. Did you get that? Mm-hmm. Okay. That was easy enough. Just get up. So this has to be pulled up and through. Like that. Assuming I can get it. Screw out. Have this. Thing come out a little further? Huh. Well, it sure looks like it's going to be easier to remove the door card. It's kind of crummy, which may all be silly because this whole thing here may not fit anyway. Great. So there's 8 screws total. 2 here, 1 there, 1 here, and then some screws along the bottom, which are more difficult to see. Four screws along the bottom. And this is 4. Good. Door card should lift up and out. Couple of things to unplug here. Press down and pull, I guess. Let's see. And then this one little tab, and the vanity light is bye-bye. Okay. Now the door card is off. Now we find out why we couldn't remove this. So indeed you do have to take the door card off to get to this clip here. What in the world kind of a clip? Okay, just a quick clip. Stick the screwdriver in this way and flip it. You get 3 bolts here. They look like 10 millimeter. That's not exactly right. Good. It's a pin and some stick I'm holding it in. So this then just works its way out. There we go. It was just stickied in there, that's all. Somebody put a little extra sticky. Ideally, since this is a heated mirror, ideally we need to be able to swap this over. Let's see. If I do that, does that release? It releases the mirror. Check that out. So since the mirror is still good, this is the actuation, and that's the heating element. So if we can maintain this, it's pull those 2 off. So this is gold right here because this is broke, that's shot. But as long as I can pull this out. Yeah, hang on here. I don't want to wreck it. If we wreck it, we're done.
So if you take the ears off, what does it matter?
On this piece, nothing, but on the other one, it might mean everything. Hang on, I'm not ready yet. Hang on. Let's see if I can get the screwdriver in here. Okay, good, yep. Here, let me put it from this way. Yes. Good. That's it, I'll get it. I'll get it. Good. There. That's the motor, I think. Those are the motors. So, now we have to take this and pull this back through here, I think. I guess we do it like that. That was easy. Get this off.
That's not a heated mirror?
It's a different connector. So,
Well, how about not heated, but is it motor actuated?
it is motor actuated. So if I get my fingers in here, and I can... So you have to get your fingers in there, and you have to release that spring. Once that
Great.
spring comes off, this whole thing...
Little fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's see if I can do it with a... Yep. So flat blade will do it. Release it one way and then the other. And then, hopefully... There's not a lot of space, but once the spring unclicks, hopefully this whole thing will just pop right out. Let's make sure it's unclicked from everywhere. There. Theoretically, based on the other one, it came right out. Feels like it just, because it came right out. Let's examine the old part.
It's just a rim.
Does it click in? Let's assume that the spring is already clicked. Does it just pop in? Not easily. So
That's what retains it, the bumps.
this looks like what it retains it. And once this is out, which it already is, then what might retain it is the question.
Is it screw in?
No. It does say top. Okay, there's actually top.
Right here.
But once that's out, should be good. And there's two bumps here and there. So you have a positioning thing. Interesting. Sunk. No, we're not. We're not sunk because this...
The old one.
Yeah, because this is the old mirror. Hang on. Hang on.
We could show them how not to do it.
There's no good place to get a purchase. So you have to grab this lip, but there's no good place to get a purchase. It's not like you can just...
And it's not a real rigid lip, so you
No.
can break that.
But there, you can see there's nothing holding it in. So I don't know why we're having such trouble, other than this is the
wait.
usual.
This is, so it's this side right here that you need to grab. Right there.
Ooh, I almost had it. Hang on.
I got this.
Yeah, there, it let go. It let go. Okay. So, I pressed down, not on here, but on the piece that's under here. And let's go to the other side. Or here. back to where it worked. There, see? Yeah. There we go.
It's coming off.
Yep, just pull it off. Just don't cut
broke
yourself.
the mirror.
Yeah. Just don't cut yourself. Get rid of the wasp nest that's in there. So this is a replacement part from the junkyard. And even with all that finagling, she still might work. So now we have to plug in the heating element. Pull the spring out. Did this rubber piece just come out? Oh man, we're going to get lucky on that too. No. But we have another one, luckily. The rubber piece is going to come out. We have to undo that piece. No. We have to undo this.
Oh no. That's an oh no.
And it'd be nice if there was just like a center screw here. I could just pop this off. But it seems to be pretty well affixed. So, sorry, Andy.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Here.
Yeah, you can't. You have clicky thumbs. No, let me work with the screwdriver for a while here. Hang on. Do I have this side? I got the one side. Hold this side over here. Yeah, you got it. Yep, it's out. It came. Okay. So that comes out. Then we have to pull this. This wire has to come out, and the other wire goes in. And then we just put it all back together.
It has to go that direction.
And the installation is reversal removal.
Which way does the...
And there's...
Okay, so you're going to have to put it through this way in order to get it out.
And getting that grommet in, good stuff.
What are the odds?
Actually, I should have pulled it the other way.
Silicone rubber.
Yeah, I gotta pull it the other way. I think I gotta pull it the other way. Let's push this down. Screwdriver, push it down. Just gonna cut the rubber grommet off here just to make things a little bit easier.
And it's a unibody rubber grommet with it's unitized with the cord protection. It's all one piece.
You know what? I got a better idea. Cut the cord. There.
Goodbye.
Coming out anyways.
Coming out anyway. There. That's making it easier. I think this actually has to go through that way. So let's put her through that way. There, you put it through. And it would actually be nice to... Well, this... Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. We're all being silly. Look at this. This just peels right off.
Well, let's do it the hard way first. That would be easier.
That's good.
That would be more fun.
But that is not going to go...
Hold on. Where's your little screwdriver?
In that hole.
No, hold on. Where's your little...
It's not going to go in that hole. And you have this. This is not going to fit there either.
Well, that you clip off. That you take off and just put silicone rubber on this when you're done.
Or we take the grinder to it.
This won't fit there?
Well, it's got to... That's this side.
Where's the piece from the original mirror, or did that get discarded?
That won't do it.
That won't do it.
That will do it. In fact, Andy has the correct idea. Because this piece comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different opening.
So So we just take this metal part
Let me go get the
off. No, wait a minute. This is Torx. And of course, we're making this way more complicated maybe than it has to be, but Torx. Perfect. T20. You don't happen to have this on a... Actually, these are speed thread anyway. Here, you hold.
There's only 2.
Right. Junk. Not that big of a deal. So you're going to take all the Torx out of here. What do we got there? 2?
I got a third.
3.
Here.
3. So that's 4.
4.
So you're going to have 6. You're going to take 6 Torx speed bolts out here. These are T20. Oh. That busted, so that's turning. Number 6. There you go.
Let me have that in my hand.
Fine. Just check. That goes in your hand. This is the good one because this has the more square opening.
Bigger opening.
Apparently only on the heated version.
Apparently only on the heated version. Yeah.
You wonder why it would pay them to make 2 different ones just because the wire harness is different. You'd think they could use the same...
They'd make the same wire harness and not plug in something.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be one thing to save $5 for a mirror that isn't heated versus a mirror that is, but the wiring harnesses are all the same. Who cares, right? Okay, that will fall out of there, so be careful.
So I'm not going to lose it.
Here's another Torx screw. This one is the junk one.
Get the new one back, the good one.
You know what I'm thinking? Look at this. This moves.
Yeah.
So let's attach the mirror and everything first with the springy clippy thingy, and then put this in here and attach the rest of that. How's that? Right. Installation is the reverse of removal.
Exactly.
Sure. Okay. That rubber piece goes on there for some reason.
Waterproofing.
Yep, sure. And that
It's not exact, but
totally
it's
effective.
close enough.
The new wiring harness? No, not that one. Can it go in both ways? Nope, can only go in one way. Good.
Push.
Always drives me berserk. Makes it easier to remove later.
It's in.
Click. Okay, good. That's in. Okay.
Those you can hook up later.
Those we hook up after we get the mirror on.
Yeah.
So now we have to figure out what orientation the mirror goes in.
This is up.
That was like that.
So the mirror has to fit this way.
There was alignment pins. There's effectively 2 alignment things. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's correct.
Where the mirror goes. Yep.
Good. This has to, here, you just hold just like that. Okay.
And the clasp is on the far side there, so you...
Good. Yep. This goes back on there like that. And clicks into all the lovely little holes. 1, 2. And looking at this now,
This side here.
yeah, this would be more than a little tricky to do with this still on the unit, I think. What do you think?
And it's clicked into the keeper.
Yep.
And it's a rubber grommet fit. It's flexible.
Okay. So now we can put these go up and over, probably up and over.
Here.
Because this is a heated element, it does not matter which way these go. So 1, 2.
Same color on each.
The same color on each. Yeah, that's right. There's no ground. It just goes through a coil, effectively. Okay, so your heated elements are
Both
on.
are blue, so their orientation is either way.
Yep. Okay, this goes through here. Okay, so now we've got
where does that metal
that plugged
piece
in.
go?
This goes through here,
And that metal piece.
and we're going to put everything through the metal piece first. Yeah,
Okay, now how does it? This clicks in here where it
that
is-
will screw to the metal piece. This frame here inside will
Okay.
screw to the metal piece. So let's put this here through the rubber, and then
Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get this into the frame here so that it's.
it'll go. Let's worry about getting the rubber here, and then it better go. Rubber grommet goes in. There you go. And now we can start putting the torque screws back. So let's tilt this up.
And that piece from the back has to come out forward.
Yep. So we're going to put those screws down first, I think. But we have to get it in there proper. There. That went. Just light touch there. Not putting them in tight yet. Okay, almost. This piece there. So your 6 Torx speed screws go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not making them real tight. Don't need to be. Well, it looks like this should be able to go back on the...
Put it on the car.
There is a positioning pin here at the top that does need to get in the right spot. There's a positioning pin at the bottom too. Yep, that's in. Little grease on the bolts. Make sure they're lined up. And there's 3 bolts to put this back. I put a little grease on the hex as well. It sticks better to the socket if you're trying to put it up in there, then it doesn't fall out. Another trick is a piece of tissue paper. Kleenex, whatever. Invariably I end up taking things apart multiple times, putting them back together, so everything gets greased so that next time it's not quite as difficult. So 3 screws, or bolts rather, 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3. This goes back in the speed clip. Click. This goes back in here. Click. And now we're ready to put the door card back on. We're going to put the vanity light back on. So that's that. And then we're going to click this back in. I forget what that is, but it doesn't matter.
Speakers?
Probably speakers. I don't know. Could be speakers. Then we're going to hook this back from the top. Actually, yeah, this is kind of hooked. I think usually door cards hook from the top and then kind of go in from there. A couple of bigger bolts here. And let's see if I can get this one lined up. Yeah. That one lines up pretty good. Not going to put that one in tight. This one goes in here. What are the odds of that actually landing, huh? 0. The bottom 4, maybe I'll do those first here. Last one is here. Bottom 4. Okay. Still need these two on the side here. Of course, we are assuming this works, right? We don't have the keys in the car. Okay, so that's in, that's in. This dumb thing. Actually, that is going to go. That's surprising how that lined up, huh? Good. The poppy thing back in over here. I pull it out and then get this to somehow fit, or twist it if you got to, and then pop it like that. This part, which is so far probably the most annoying part of the day. I got all buggered. This clicks in, click, and then this right here needs a little grease. It seats at the base here first, and pops it at the top.
Yep. Moves. Moves. It works.
It works.
I don't know if the heat works, but it moves.
That works. Okay. A little bit of grease on there. And you know what? Let's put some grease on these things too. I hate it when things are not greased. It becomes impossible to remove. What a pain. There you go. Last piece of the puzzle. This. Push down. Get the lower two guys in here. And the upper. Done. So there you have it. Back together. The light works. The window works. So these functions do work. The mirror now works. That's it. We're done. 99 Avalon. Driver's side mirror replacement. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.